Hello everybody, my name is Justin. Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. If you're new here, do me one big favor, hit like, hit subscribe. 95-ish% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So do me one big favor, hit subscribe so that I can try and buy some more bottles to review in the future. But for today, I'm getting my hands on my first release for 2023, and it happens to be from the Heaven Hill Distillery. Today, I am doing Larceny Barrel Proof A123. Okay, so Heaven Hill is the distillery behind Larceny, also the distillery behind Elijah Craig. So if you know how the ECVPs are released throughout the year with how they are lettered and then numbered with the year, it's the same thing here for the Larceny Barrel Proof. So this is the A123. So this is the first batch of 2023 for the Larceny Barrel Proofs to come out this year. This particular one is coming in at 125.8 proof, which makes it 62.9% alcohol. It is a blend of 6 and 8 year whiskeys, so that makes it officially a 6 year. So we're gonna break this one down today. The Larceny bottles themselves, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of them. They look like cheaper bottles, especially if you compare it to, say, the Elijah Craig bottles. I just don't think they quite stack up. Now, the whiskey inside hopefully is going to be good, especially since it's the barrel proof version and it's the first release of the year. So if you don't know, they do 3 throughout the year for both ECBP and the Larceny barrel proofs. They do A, B, and C, so it'll be A123, B, C, on down the list. So we're gonna try this one today. Let's go ahead and do the bottle pop. Okay, so looks like a semi-synthetic cork. Decent bottle pop there. I like to always get a nose out of the bottle. Okay, so heavy molasses. Definitely some cherry in there. Yeah, molasses is really the main thing I'm getting. Let's go ahead and pour it out and see what we get on the nose and on the palate here. This is actually, I've had Larceny before, but only at a bar. I don't really remember if I just had the regular straight up Larceny, which I believe is 92 proof, if I remember correctly. I don't think I've had any of the barrel proof varieties of the Larceny, so this is gonna be my first experience with them today. Color is actually a little bit darker, so that's good. I definitely like my whiskey darker. The darker, the better in general for me. Let's go ahead and get it on the nose. Definitely heavy, thick molasses on there. Cherries in the background. Almost like something nutty in there too. Maybe like a peanut butter. Maybe like a peanut brittle with that molassesy, sugary, cherry-y kind of background on there. It smells pretty good. It does smell good. I like the nose on it. It's not overly complex. There's only really a few flavor or nose blasts, smell blasts in there, whatever you want to call it. But it's a nose that I like, so hopefully that's gonna carry over into the palate on this one. Legs look pretty decent here overall. We'll see if you can see them. And a little leather on there too, a little bit of leather on there. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Coming in at 125 proof here on the Larceny. It's nice and thick up on the front of the tongue. Really nice and oily up on the front of the tongue, but as it goes back, it loses it a little bit. It doesn't really hold on to that oiliness, which is kind of one of the first times I've really experienced that. Normally, if it's really nice and oily, it's gonna coat your whole tongue, but this one's really just sticking to the front, and then it dissipates as soon as it gets to the back. Get the cherry, get a little bit of the syrupiness, almost not even molassiness at this point. It's kind of changed into more of like a maple syrup on the taste here. It's cherry and maple syrup. That's almost all I'm getting. Maybe a little bit of caramel in there, but not a whole lot. It's mostly just cherry and maple syrup, but it's really good cherry and maple syrup, so it's hard to complain about it, especially coming in at 125 proof. So it is, I can feel it in my throat, a nice little burn going down there, which I enjoy. I know some people don't, but I really enjoy the burn going down there. So Not super complex. Pretty much what you smell and what you taste is what you get with this one, but it's good. I don't get a ton of the nuttiness that is on the nose either. There's definitely some peanut butter aspect on the nose. Don't really get it on the palate at all. There's maybe just a hint of floralness in there that I'm picking up as I really dive deep in it, but it's mostly just maple syrup and cherry. Okay, so Larceny, barrel proof, A123. Where's it going to go on the tier list? Well, it's certainly not overly complex, like maybe an ECBP would be a little bit more complex. It is a really nice proof. I like the proof. The bottle is but overall, the nose is pretty good. The taste, while there's not a ton of different flavors in there, it's good. I can't complain about it. Like, it tastes good. This is definitely one that I would enjoy drinking. I will enjoy drinking. So I think just because of the fact that it's not overly complex, it's just a few flavors in there, but they're really good flavors. I think for the tier list, I'm gonna go ahead and put Larceny's barrel proof first release of 2023, the A123, on the B tier. So the A is going on the B tier, but you know, hey, it's really my first experience with the Larceny barrel proofs. Hopefully I will be able to find the rest of these throughout the year. Where I live, unfortunately, especially the ECBPs, I don't find them. That's the only one I've ever found, and I bought it. This is the first Larceny I have found, and I bought it. So thankfully it was this year's version of it. But yeah, it's going on the B tier. I can't complain about it. It's nothing overly special. It's nothing overly complex, but it's a really good bourbon. I got it for 60 bucks, for $60. I think it's worth it, especially at that proof point. So let me know what you guys think about this bottle down below. If you have had it, please make sure you hit like. Please make sure you hit subscribe. I want to see you guys back. I want to see you guys back in the future reviews. Coming up in the next video, I'm going to be doing bare knuckle, single barrel, barrel proof. So stay tuned for that. Have a great day.